welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. We just had a few runners last week. Obviously, a winner at the Gold Coast on the poly track, Silver Warrior. He finally broke his maiden after 20 starts.
Yeah, it's good to see him get the maiden. Obviously, he hasn't been with us for long. He's only had 3 starts now, come from Hong Kong. Showed glimpses in Hong Kong that he could definitely do what he did on the weekend. Change of scenery back here in Australia. He's a lovely big horse, beautiful to do anything with. I think he's actually got a lot more ability than a Gold Coast poly track maiden. He ran slick time. His times were better than a number of horses that have raced on that over the past few weeks. And probably give him one more next Saturday on the poly, and then we'll take him to a nice Wednesday race over the mile. I think he'll run 2,000 metres, and we all know if you can run 2,000 metres in Queensland and beyond, there's plenty of races for those type of horses. And great owner. He's a lovely guy, Dr. Bosco. He's great to do anything with, and I'm really happy to get his first win in Australia.
And we also had Charge on at Eagle Farm on Saturday. He was definitely had to go back from the wide draw again, stepping up to 16, and he was tough.
Yeah, he ran a huge race. He's so tough. He's honest. Probably, I think if he sort of got going maybe a bit earlier and followed that horse 3 wide with cover, 100 metres before he did, he'd probably run second. I don't know if he wins, but a huge preparation, pleasure to do anything with. Definitely become one of my favourite horses. He's a great horse to train, beautiful to do anything with, and he's now gone for a very well-deserved break. He'll come back bigger and better, and got a few plans for him next preparation. I'd love to get him to a country cups around New South Wales, but at the same time I'd love to see him at the straight, in a straight race somewhere. I know Melbourne obviously is tough, but I think he'd be a great horse just to truck right in behind the speed and then get him out late and pounce, and that's the best way to be ridden. He did run the mile out strongly, but I do think 12 to 14 freshened up. He's got an explosive turn of foot.
We also headed to Warwick on Tuesday, where Marley Doom ran second. Obviously thought that looked like she was home, but the outside horse just got the bob on her.
I definitely wasn't smiling when Marley decided to turn it up. She's a bit like Charge on this horse. Brilliant ride from Carl. That was the plan, to ride for a bit of luck.
She did get bumped up the straight.
She did. It probably cost her a length. She got to the length in front. She probably just hangs on, but she's one of those horses that needs to be ridden absolute perfection. He probably rode her 98% instead of 100%, but that's the sort of horse she is. She can't get to the front. Once she gets to the front, she gets lost and just switches off. But, she's a horse that'll run on at Warwick. She'd run on a Saturday race as well. We've just got to try and get her to stick that head out and give her a bit of confidence. Lovely horse, doing anything horse. She's a beautiful horse, actually. She's a beautiful mare, and I know for a fact she will win a race. It's just hopefully probably next start we'll get something to the outside so she can just keep chasing.
And then we also had in the Blink race at Warwick. This was first up for us, and she actually went to the races without a trial, which isn't really the normal practice for us either. But she ran well. Obviously,
we showed last week that she jumped out well. She had 2 jump outs lead into that. Didn't really want to take her to the trials, so we took her to Warwick. I thought her run was huge. She went around the 1100 last week. She probably would have been very hard to beat. The extra 100, 1200 on Tuesday at Warwick, she was just found wanting late, but tried all the way to the line. Nice horse. She's going to win a few races. She definitely wasn't wound up first up. They were in slick time. I know it was only a Warwick race, but the winner goes pretty good, and I think she's going to win a number of races for us.
And then looking to our runners this week, we've just got a couple, so it's actually a quiet time for us. We'll go to most likely Grafton with Lord Vader.
Yep, most likely Grafton. Looks a winnable race for him. He definitely should be winning that race tomorrow. A young girl I haven't had much to do with, Heidi Gillish. She claims 3, takes 3 off his back. He's a horse that should suit a young apprentice. He's pretty straightforward to ride. Great group of owners. I'd love to get a win for him. Hopefully he can just sit behind the speed and be too good for him. He definitely shows us the ability. He's better than a maiden at Grafton. So hopefully he can get it done tomorrow. And Jacoby might not go around. We might wait for another day for him. Just play it by ear over the next 24 hours.
Obviously each week we do a best bets, but most likely we're only going to have the one runner on Saturday. So guess you've only got that one. So
Yeah.
is there something else that you can
I
maybe
think-
put a multi
I think
together or something like that?
Lord VADER should definitely win, and since the Brisbane Broncos are the best team in the competition, you could probably do a multi with the Brisbane Broncos playing Parramatta. I only grew up the road from Parramatta when I was a young fella, and I cannot stand them. So hopefully Broncos put about 30 on them.
And how are you a Broncos supporter?
My
Being
dad
a
went
Sydney
for
boy.
Dad went for St George, and whoever Dad went for, I tried to find someone different. But my uncle, my godfather, was a big supporter of the Broncos, and I used to adore Alfie Langer and whatever Alfie Langer team played for. I guess that's how I started supporting them, and then I started following the Broncos ever since, and I've had plenty of heartbreaks.
So this week we thought that we'd maybe get to know Adam a little bit, and by doing that I'll throw a few questions his way to find out more about him.
Yep, ready to go.
Right. How old are you?
21? No, I'm 34.
Where did you grow up?
At Castle Hill, Sydney.
You've probably already answered this one, but your favourite sport other than racing?
I definitely love rugby league. I love cricket as well.
What's your favourite way to spend a day off?
Doing anything with you, Tayla, really. Having a quiet day. I don't know, relaxing, go for a nice lunch. Down to Currumbin, there's a couple of nice restaurants. A couple of boys behind the camera, they know the better restaurants down there than me. But just relaxing and taking it easy.
What's your biggest fear?
Failure.
I guess, and what motivates you to work hard?
I don't like failing and I don't like losing, so I push myself to be better. I've got a saying, you don't lose, you learn. I think it's a good motto to have in life.
What's your favourite thing about being a trainer so far?
I love the thrill, I love the pressure, I love working with the beautiful animals. That's probably the best part of it. Get to work with horses every day, wake up and they don't care if you've had a bad day or a losing day, they still have their head out the door and come and give you a cuddle. But it's a tough game, but it's a very rewarding industry.
Yeah. Would you rather cook or order takeaway?
Probably ask you that. I'm a pretty good cook, I think. But no, I do love getting takeaway or a nice restaurant. But no, I love cooking. I really do. TikTok's maybe a better cook, better chef.
How would your friends describe you?
Loyal, I hope.
Definitely loyal.
Loyal, I think.
Full on, probably. As well. 2 pet peeves.
So what?
Pet peeves.
What's that?
What annoys you?
Oh yeah. Whingers. Don't get along well with whingers. And lazy people.
You're obviously born into racing through your family. What age did you realise that it's something that you wanted to do as a career?
Always loved horse racing because I was always around it, but then also at the same time didn't really like it because everyone did it around my family, and try to do my own thing in life, try to hand it 100 different things. But probably about 11, 12-year-old, I still remember getting in trouble at school for having the best bets in my maths book or English book. I used to put the best bets on my dad's account every Friday afternoon, and I would take that to school and read that a lot more than what I'd read my maths books or English books.
What's your favourite racehorse of all time?
None of my horses, obviously, like Lordy, I'll never forget him.
In racing in general.
Winks. Winks, love Golden 60, and I was probably a horse that got me into racing, that I loved always, was Shogun Lodge. I used to be a massive fan of Shogun Lodge, and obviously growing up I love Lonhro and, horses like that. But yeah, there's a number of horses that, they're all champions.
Your biggest mentor in racing, or mentors? My
grandfather, Gerald Ryan's obviously been a massive supporter of mine and helped me with a lot. And there's a number of people. My mum's been a massive supporter of mine as well, but definitely my pop. He's, everything I sort of pushed myself to do is all for him.
Your favourite holiday destination?
Don't mind.
We were only talking about this morning.
Don't mind tanning up in the south of Italy or something like that, but Queenstown, New Zealand. I love Queenstown, New Zealand.
Your favourite saying in racing?
Patience. Got to be patient. But TTP, trust the process.
I thought that was going to be the answer. Any superstitions?
Yeah, I do have a couple weird ones. I wear the same socks on a Saturday if I go to Eagle Farm or Doomben, which is weird. And I also wear the same tie.
Daily coffee order?
Small, skim flat white.
For the first order, and the second?
3/4 full, and then I'll have a piccolo after that.
And what's your favourite day of the week?
Tuesdays and Saturdays, seeing the horses gallop.